Someday people will ask me what is the key to my success. And I will simply say, good karma. To be poor, ugly, and, moreover, intelligent condemns one in our society to a dark and disillusioned life. To beauty, all is forgiven. There's no point in wishing. We can't change anything about the past. We can only remember. We can only move forward. I scream for everything that has gone wrong. I scream for everything broken in our lives. The friends you make in college are friends you'll have for life, even if you don't talk for years at a time. If we thought more for ourselves, we would have very many more bad books and very many more good ones. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. You cannot change your future, you can change your habits. And surely your habits will change your future. No matter what he does, every person on earth plays a central role in the history of the world. And normally he doesn't know it. Nobody is exempt from the trials of life, but everyone can always find something positive in everything, even in the worst of times. Life must not be a novel that is given to us, but one that is made by us. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. It may be unfair, but what happens in a few days, sometimes even a single day, can change the course of a whole lifetime. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. Although my memory's fading, I remember two things very clearly. I am a great sinner and Christ is a great Savior. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. No human being will ever know the truth, for even if they happened to say it by chance, they would not know they had done so. We're here to be family to one another, to exist for the sake of others, even as others exist for our sake. Doing what I like to do, the way I like to do it, makes me happy. For some unknown reason, success usually occurs in private, while failure occurs in full view. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The best laid schemes mice and men gang aftegally. Paths that lead to the crossroads of life, otherwise known as transition. Transition is the tension present between struggle and grace. We have no right to express an opinion until we know all of the answers. Energy and initiative count as much as talent and luck. There is something beautiful about all scars of whatever nature. A scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed and healed, done with. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. For those who know the value of an exquisite taste of solitary freedom, the act of leaving is the bravest and most beautiful of all. What is called a reason for living is also an excellent reason for dying. We may be living past and future lives at the same time we are living this one. My destination is no longer a place, rather a new way of seeing. Doing the right things is a calling from your highest self. Do it as you are. Two wrongs don't make a right, but they make a good excuse. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibility for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grow up. Anything that smiles often needs to be reminded that the world is a cruel, dark place. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. It's not enough to be nice in life. You've got to have nerve. Behind all seen things lies something vaster. Everything is but a path, a portal or a window opening on something other than itself. When you draw something, it lives, and when you photograph it, it dies. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about. There are no bad words, bad thoughts, bad intentions, and words. Devour your fears, or they will devour you. Fear is a lie. Stop believing lies. Ask not of things to shed their veils. Unveil yourselves, and things will be unveiled. When you face disappointments and trials in life, your response dictates the character that will be created in you as a result. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. If you didn't earn something, it's not worth flaunting. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. If you think life is magical or life is hard, either way you are right. Your thoughts are the source of reality. The truth knocks on the door and you say, "Go away, I'm looking for the truth," and so it goes away, puzzling. Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. I would rather be able to appreciate things I cannot have than to have things I am not able to appreciate. This work was strictly voluntary, but any animal who absented himself from it would have his rations reduced by half. Success means we go to sleep at night knowing that our talents and abilities were used in a way that served others. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Sometimes it takes years for a person to become an overnight success. Representatives of truth. The champions of truth are hardest to find, not when it is dangerous to tell it, but rather when it is boring. It is better to remain silent at the risk of being thought a fool than to talk and remove all doubt of it. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. If you need something from somebody, always give that person a way to hand it to you. Never underestimate the power you have to take your life in a new direction. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. Learn to live deeply and realize that all experiences, good or bad, are transient and opportunities for liberation. Someone said to me once that a cigarette at the right moment is better than all the ideals in the world. It is one of the beautiful compensations of life that no man can sincerely try to help another without helping himself. There is no harm in taking a step forward if you are not standing on the mountain's brink. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. I have learned now that while those who speak about one's miseries usually hurt, those who keep silence hurt more. We do not remember days, we remember moments. The richness of life lies in memories we have forgotten. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Never do anything that you can't admit doing, because if you are that ashamed of whatever it is, it's probably wrong. Desperation is the raw material of drastic change. Only those who can leave behind everything they have ever believed and can hope to escape. You're not obligated to win. You're obligated to keep trying, to the best you can do every day. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. The only faithfulness people have is to emotions they're trying to recapture. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. In reality, there are no persons, only threads of memories and habits. At the moment of realization, the person ceases. To lose your path is the way to find that path. You are what you believe in. You become that which you believe you can become. Never curse a fall. The ground is where humility lives. Everything is good as it comes from the hands of the maker of the world, but degenerates once it gets into the hands of man. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. I failed to communicate. That's why I chose to leave. The only true borders lie between day and night, between life and death, between hope and loss. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened. Rousseau identified reason as the disease for which it pretended to be the cure. By helping others, we expand our joy and fly like we were born to do so. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. Unexpected intrusions of beauty. This is what life is. You'll forget it when you're dead, and so will I. When I'm dead, I'm going to forget everything, and I advise you to do the same. Never stop. Never stop fighting. Never stop dreaming. Don't step backward toward nothing. Step forward toward something. Better awkward steps forward than coward steps backward. All opinions are not equal. Some are a very great deal more robust, sophisticated, and well-supported in logic and argument than others. Burning is not possible without learning, and learning is not possible without burning.